Welcome to H2H, How to Hofstra, your personal guide to navigating college life on campus. I'm your host, Ananya Jain, and we've got a great show for you today. When it comes to college radio stations, WRHU Radio Hofstra University is one of the best in the country. Between the training processes that each station member must complete, the various program formats the station offers to its listeners, and the mentors that guide the students towards success in the radio industry, WRHU is definitely more than just music. Producers Bradley, Caitlin, and Phil traveled the airwaves to give you some insight on college radio powerhouse and ask station members what being a part of WRHU has meant to them. Let's take a look at what they said.
Being a member of WRHU means a lot to me because it's really about not only the work that we do, but also just the family and the environment that we have here.
It's meant mostly about being part of a collaborative team, teaching me how to be professional and yet part of something that I really consider to be a family dynamic.
It's just a thrill to work here at the #1 college radio station in the country. I feel so blessed that such a station with this prestige is right in my own backyard.
Hi, my name is Danielle Zulkosky, and I'm the Program Director of Talk and Informational Programming at WRHU. So here at WRHU, our station motto is WRHU Radio Hofstra University exists to provide professional broadcast training to qualified Hofstra University students. The key part here is that it exists to provide training. We have a handbook, we have a training class, and we have a set of rules and regulations in place that keep WRHU functioning, but also allow WRHU to be a teaching environment. There are 3 main talk departments: the news department, the sports department, as well as the morning wake-up call, which is our morning drive show. We have a few other specialty shows such as the women's show and the show called Getting to the Root, which is a long-form news investigative show that dives into deeper issues that people in this community are wondering about.
Well, I think it's important to have a show on WRHU like Getting to the Root because it really does serve the main purpose of WRHU, which is to be a community licensed radio station. Getting to the Root focuses on stories that come down to a really hyper-local level. We focus on a lot of community voices that aren't really heard on national or even regional headlines. And we think that's really important. It's important to inform the community that you serve.
We talk about Nassau County, we talk about Hempstead, you know, and a little bit of New York City too. And just beyond that, as a student, I think we really benefit from having a show like Getting to the Root, where you really get practice doing long-form radio, really investigating and looking deeper into a story. There aren't really too many other news opportunities like that at WRHU.
At WRHU, we want to make sure our program schedule allows for students to flourish. There's a student that is interested in game shows, so he has his own show dedicated solely to game shows. Students are allowed to create shows as long as they show enough interest and the responsibility to running their own show. And that's how we create our program schedule. WRHU has a number of staff members that have worked in the radio industry for many years and have contributed immensely to the success of our students. John Mullen specifically goes above and beyond, making sure that our content gets placed in consideration for a lot of big awards.
Students at RHU have won many, many awards. This past year, our Newsline program was Best National Newscast by college broadcasters, so that was exciting. The National Association of Broadcasters, which is the industry, recognized that we're one of the few college radio stations that actually embraces innovation with student broadcasters, like the talk shows and things like that. So they gave us the first ever Marconi Award for a non-commercial station, and a second one. We're the first station to ever get 2 in non-commercial.
I just think WRHU offers such a positive learning experience because students not only get a lot of hands-on training and guidance, but they also have the opportunity to pursue what they are most passionate about as a radio broadcaster.
And making his second guest appearance on the show is Bradley Clarke, the Bradster, one of the producers of More Than Just Music. Bradley has been a station member of WRHU since his freshman year and is the creator, producer, and host of the game show starring Bradley Clarke. Welcome back to How to Hofstra.
Oh, thank you for having me back. I'm so excited.
Well, what inspired you to create a piece like this?
Well, before WRHU, I really knew nothing about talk radio. I always listened to music-based radio shows. And because of WRHU, I learned that there is more than just music on the radio. And look at me now, I'm hosting a radio talk show about the world of television game and competition shows. I get to interview my idols. I just find that so fascinating. And it's all because of WRHU and my now interest in talk radio.
That's amazing. And what do you hope viewers will get out of this piece?
I hope viewers learn that there is more than just music on the radio. There's so many different talk formats. And on RHU, we have a television-based show like mine. We have a film-based show. We have community-based shows. So there's a show out there for you. Just go find that talk show that interests you and listen to it.
That's amazing. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for How to Hofstra, your personal guide to navigating life on campus. To watch more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Ananya Jain. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.